It's like you.
Hey man, y'all tune back in, man, to the War Hip Hop, man. And today, man, y'all already know what's going down, man. Friday morning, man. For all my late nighters, all my niggas who still been up, man, been up all day, still grooving and moving, man. We got some shit to talk about right now, man. If y'all do me a big favor, please hit that subscribe button, man. And please subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Because we over here working, man. And today, man, this is a special edition. Y'all know we got different editions of the War Hip Hop Podcast. And today, man, we put on Diddy ass in the blender, man. Yo, gotta put Diddy in the blender, man. Just stand away from the talk. I'm gonna tell y'all why I been staying away from Diddy talk, man. Everybody talking about Diddy, man. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a topic, man, but I just had to sit back and think about it, man. I said, man, well, ain't Diddy a victim of what he's doing to other people? You know? That's what I was thinking, man. Where I was talking to him. Me and my girl were talking. And she said, ain't Diddy we had a mutual conversation. I'm like, ain't Diddy a victim? When she said, ain't Diddy a victim, I'm like, yeah, Diddy really a victim? Saying, if Diddy doing this stuff to people, man, y'all know that Diddy, man, was once Cassie. I had to sit there and think about it. I said, man, once Cassie. But finding out the freaky shit he like to do, he might want it to really be her, but I still was sitting here like, Diddy was once Cassie. Y'all gotta think about the tycoons took under his wing, man, when he started this shit. Now, some of y'all might be too young, man, to remember the New Jack era, the Diddy era, man. When Wesley Snipes started New Jack, y'all gotta understand, Diddy wanted to play Nino Brown. He wanted to be Nino Brown, and he didn't get the role. I believe Diddy had something to do with the downfall of Wesley Snipes also. It's a whole rabbit hole with it, but I'm saying this is about where it started from. Diddy thought he was some motherfucking black mob leader or something. But if I looked at that movie too, I'm like, Diddy really got the same traits as Nino Brown, man. Because he ain't going down by himself, man. He wasn't the only one freaking out. He like, I am a victim. Do y'all think Diddy a victim? Or am I just jumping the gun? Now I know Diddy's a low down motherfucker, man. Ain't nobody inviting him to no family can't come over here, Diddy. I'm gonna meet you at the store, ass nigga. I know at this point, with anybody he have met or been with, obviously, don't nobody want to be in a closed wall space with Diddy, man. Especially when it's some business, goddamn it, on the line, cause it seems he would go to any length to get what he wants. But you gotta think about it. Who taught Diddy the 1-2 step? He did not just wake up one day, a young black nigga from Harlem, learning how to do the 1-2 step in the industry, man. Just like the live we watched the other day, man. Y'all been telling, man, we looked at the D brand, man. We worked at BET. We moving up the ladder, man. He said Diddy was on him like a cheap suit. Like, come on, playboy. Don't you want to be with that boy? Trying to get him to move up in the ladder and breaking it down on how they do everything in threes and all that. And he said when he turned his back and didn't want to do that, ain't been right and ain't had no luck since. And that was in 1999. That's when Diddy had just started really game, man. And y'all know who taught Diddy the game. If y'all see the thumb, right, man. It's your Jones, man. And what I'm saying, y'all, the Amy Winter lady, whatever her name is, the one that run the fashion shit over there in Paris, man. Head Diddy standing on top. He was standing on top of Diddy. Probably still live. Y'all know Diddy's a. Now, this is a Leslie. Before I keep going, but y'all know Diddy across the street. Y'all see the video he had his wig on? That man wig fitted too good. That wasn't just like no wig a woman he knew or something had laying around. Like, let me throw that on right quick. Man, that man sit down. Get a salon look like it, and they fitted that motherfucker. He flopping his hair back and shit, talking about me, man, I'm not a bitch. Now, why else would he meet in Atlanta, man? Other than the free call, but think about it though, y'all. Before we go further, now we know Diddy. We have helped establish Diddy is a whatever you want to call it type of sexual. He ain't. It's no limits to what he probably won't or will do. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't know if it's willingly or unwillingly. But we all know this here, man. If people can say that Cassie is a victim and she is innocent, why can't they give Diddy the same gratitude, man? Diddy has been victimized just like her. When he became in the game under Andre Harrell, he didn't know he was going to have to go on now and shake what his mama gave him for a record deal. You think Diddy knew that? Do y'all think when Diddy went in there, a buck-tooth, high-spirited college student with big aspirations of being on the big screen, did y'all think when he walked in Clyde Davis office, he was gonna be like, hey, Puff, you ever jiggle some? He didn't know that question was coming. But this is where we gotta go further from there. Y'all know Diddy went to all-boy Catholic school. So I always say, it's a joke I say, that Diddy, when people be like, Diddy was in there with whoever. I believe when Kane to Diddy with some shit like that with Clyde David, his nutsack touching the motherfucking marble floor sitting over there in the chair. He like, who nutsack? He been doing it. All boys school. He been groomed for a long time. That might be why he's so, the shit they saying he doing so ridiculous. But at this point, if his life, he's a goddamn fool, and yeah, he's a predator. And if everything they say he did true, of course he should pay for his crime if he did it. But how can they not say he's a victim if Cassie is a victim and she did that shit 10, 15 years? But she a victim though. Diddy ain't no victim though. I'm just asking the question, do it matter the time of whenever they came up out their victim stage? I wonder how long did it take for Cassie to come out of victim stage. Diddy was, y'all gotta think, Diddy got in with Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis run this shit. He's just a big ass, what's the name? But the point I was gonna make about D-Brad, I almost forgot about the interview. D-Brad said, when they was running the industry, man, was handed down to the urban, the urban industry when they saw it was lucrative. The same way they handled business back in the day, man. We talking about Elvis, the Alley brother, whoever was doing shit back then. The same pressure and the same extortion methods applied. Then they gave certain people the methods in the urban and hip hop community applied to their people and run this shit. The Russell Simmons, the Puffies, the Snoopies, the Dr. Dre's, nigga. These folks been around 40 years, nigga. Newcomers, they bought in the game, learned the game. Eminem, all these people, man, it's certain people ain't going nowhere because they got so much on everybody, they can never go anywhere. Even if they get erased off earth, they go to jail forever. Who gives a fuck? They just worry about taking care of their folk and make sure they legacy live however they want to live, but ain't no going broke or nothing. And there's repercussions behind attacking them. That's why I did it. Think about it, y'all. If all these folks said what they said, man, niggas done ran up, man. It's a lot of great speakers and shit. We know that guys assassinated, man. Took out front of the world. If Diddy did all this shit, I ain't saying he didn't. Y'all don't think it's one crazy motherfucker that would been waiting on Diddy? All this shit we see on the news, man. I'm just asking y'all, man. This is a logical question. All of the ridiculous shit that we see with our own two eyes God gave us on the news, who think somebody really gonna be born did it if they say he did? Now, one person told them family. On top of that, Cassie, the testimony they been making her seem real bad anyway. She been coaching niggas how to urinate in the mouth like, look, this is what you do, player. go real slow and all. I'm like, this is some fucking gross, horrific shit. Who wrote this script? Then they say another one. I believe somebody above did it in on this script, man. Cause I looking at the whole situation, man. If you ask anybody in America, like, look, man, do you want to tell the world somebody urinated in your fucking mouth when you walk around with all this? You want to tell them folks that? Don't nobody want to volunteer to tell nobody that, man. Who wants to volunteer and tell the world they've been violated and done in such a way, man? And still going about their life with their husband sitting there that you just hit your third baby with. His weird ass. Alex Fine, yeah, with his weird family ass. You sitting over there with them folks. Look like they came out the Pokemon cartoon, some motherfucking work. Just too jolly. Hey, how you doing, everybody? All of a sudden. Y'all know what's going on? I believe it's pressure from other places, man. It's pressure more than look, y'all, everything they saying is so fucking embarrassing. They don't want nobody to know this shit. He didn't want nobody to know. He like, yeah, when you get through, put it on my nipple. Put it on my nipple. Y'all think Bad Boy CEO did it. Mr. Take That want the world to be rad on lunch break at work. Cut their radio on, like, man, look, accusation again, bitch is so nasty. That nigga said, put it on my nipple. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say it because it's so fucking gross. I don't think my mouth can form those words to say it. But look, we gonna go into listen to some of that Diddy, the Punisher. Y'all know the Punisher, man. I guess he was punishing Diddy ass and punishing Cassie. Damn, I hate to say it. That's what the fuck was happening. That was happening. It's a fucked up world, y'all. This shit happening. It's weird, and they trying to make it normal. I believe all this shit is a process trying to normalize this shit. They be like, man, it did it. It started way back when, though, about the year 2000, when everything started changing. People know when they be like, it's hitting in plain sight. And niggas start saying, the industry crazy, and you gonna have to do this. Who was running the industry? Then did it. So I think it's still part of the plan, but we're gonna look at Punisher interview with Cam, not the whole interview, about 30 minutes. My boy got it chopped up over there. Shout out the Prophet Muscle nigga, man. We're gonna check out what he put on there. But we're gonna run through a few clips. And analyze what the industry has did to get it and what he has done to other people and how they feel about it, man. Ain't that, man? It's a couple of them. But first we're gonna start out with the clip with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, look, everybody been telling them, man. People don't want to come out and just say it, man. Lil Wayne called these folks astronauts. They want your ass, them motherfuckers astronauts. We finna check out these little clips. How Diddy been tearing? No, fuck the industry, nigga. Diddy been tearing around the world, damn it. That ain't his first time in trouble. What the hell? On his kind motherfucker, y'all know that was some bullshit.
I just had a question. I'm just these young cats out there trying to come. Like, where do you think they gotta go to? From your point of view, the best advice you could give them? Because I be telling them, like, my best is they gotta do it a whole new way, different way, like they from another planet. But from you, coming from the man of men right now, tell them something good.
I mean, first of all, you want to stay away from these Diddy popping motherfuckers. Motherfuckers dancing all on motherfuckers state. They want your ass. You call them astronauts. So be afraid. Be very.
Hold up, man. Now, y'all heard what Wayne said in front of you. Now, this is about what? This is about 10 years ago, man. These folks been telling them, they want your ass, nigga. You want a deal? I want your ass, nigga. This man more fucked up. But who made it like this? Is it Diddy a victim? I don't think Diddy was walking around no teenager when he was a young nigga just walking around doing shit. Hey, man, I want your wife. He's gonna give me your ass. What the hell? That ain't how he was brought up. Do y'all think so? They said Cassie wasn't brought up like this. Y'all think this how Diddy been rolling for years. My folk guy did it earlier, say you want to be rich. Research what you gotta do, man. Cause this man just fucking psycho with it. They be whining, man. But he had said the astronaut. Ain't nothing but a minute club.
I just had a question. I'm just trying to, you know, like, where do you think they gotta go? Point of view. You know what I'm saying? What is the best advice you could give them? Because I be telling them, like, my best advice is they gotta do it their whole new way, different way, like they from another planet. But coming from you, coming from the man of men right now, tell them something good.
I mean, first of all, you want to stay away from these Diddy popping motherfuckers. Motherfuckers dancing all on the motherfucking stage and shit. They want your ass. You call them astronauts. So be afraid. Be very afraid.
You really ain't built for the game.
No,
Like that.
don't be famous. So you gonna run into a motherfucker like that.
Question is, of all the artists worked with,
Now, man, we hear Lil Wayne, man, one of the greatest rappers of all time, said, man, he asked Lil Wayne, what would you tell a young artist? That man said, first of all, everybody, he sound like a little sorceress, first of all, everybody, stay away from this Diddy nigga. Partners, he said, because they want your ass. I call them astronauts. What the hell? Diddy didn't get offended by that comment. Diddy like, man, you did right. You telling the truth. I can't get mad at nobody telling the truth, playboy. That's how he looked at Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne ain't worked with Diddy since. And this nigga on the screen ain't worked with him since neither. Now, he may not say nothing that crazy and freaky, like per se, but full-day freak off with Diddy. Watch what this nigga say, though, man.
is of all the artists you were, who was the biggest pain in the ass?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Especially for T.A.
And it's a fairly easy question. No, but I wouldn't say pain in the ass, but Diddy was the most, what he called motivating, and it was a little discouraging.
How did it manifest itself?
It kind of, it was a 4-day session. And it was, yes.
Okay.
It was 4-day session for one song.
It was a 4-day session for one song. From all the evidence and the information we have heard throughout the Diddy trials and this Diddy situation, we have heard that the 4-day binges in the IV in between days is very common in the bad boy entertainment world. So T-Pain must have suffered. He thought he was going there to work with the greatest rap mogul ever. It went in there with the freakiest rap mogul ever.
Song and to do things that you would normally do. He tried to get you outside of your box. That's a little hard to do in, you know, a few hours. So, but he would just look for, start something, I'm track on the beat, and he'd just be like, nope, that's not it, go to the next one. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't wait till I get the idea, and nope, next one. Bam, and it was just, but I think in the end, him being a pain in the ass kind of helped me be better with myself. And when
Really?
I'm with myself, I push myself the way that Diddy would push me.
Work with him again after that?
I did not.
You did.
Hey man, that man said I'm gonna push man, like Diddy push me, man. This shit ain't no game, man. Y'all think Diddy letting these niggas slide, man? He like you on an auto-tune, nigga. I'm gonna auto-tune your motherfucking ass, all right, for 4 days, nigga. What you know about a Diddy party? Huh? I ain't worried about you Florida niggas. What you know about a real Harlem nigga? You know what I'm saying? T-Pain can't kick it with a real Harlem nigga. Not for 4 days for one song, Diddy. And I don't even get my own publishing. Diddy ganked them out. Diddy a motherfucker. Diddy got them in a 4 days and the ganked them out of publishing problem. White dude know he got ganked. That's why he's standing there looking at T-Pain. Well, he probably can't even, he ain't no telling. Diddy a motherfucker. We're gonna keep moving. But that's what happened with T-Pain. Don't fuck. These real people real in the industry. But y'all gotta think about it. Both of them niggas kind of heads on bumpy roads in the game, man. I'm gonna drop an album for 5-6 years. They was blaming it on Bird, man, but was it something to do with Diddy? T-Pain allegedly fell off for a long time. Did they have something to do with those comments about the Diddler, man? Think about this shit. Diddy ain't come out and say nothing. But they took a good break. Now, they might have enough money last, but they still took a good break. Now we're gonna look at the situation, man. Diddy being Diddy, man. This is what the industry did to Diddy. That's why I'm saying is Diddy a victim, because he couldn't grew up and thought like this. Diddy went out there and beat the coach ass, nigga. You fucking with my son. It's your college. Now, if you heard this story, you'll be like, man, how old is the young chap? You would think he 8 years old. How his dad going up there taking up for him. This nigga was a college Division I football player in UCLA, nigga. And Diddy said, nigga, you too hard on my son, nigga. You too hard on him. And why what Diddy did to this boy?
That's Sean Diddy Carr in handcuffs. The 45-year-old music mogul was charged with assault with a weapon after allegedly swinging a kettlebell like this UCLA's assistant football coach's head. The confrontation took place between Combs and Sal Alosi, who coaches Combs' 21-year-old son Justin, a defensive back on the team. Police Combs lost his temper because he thought the coach was being hard on Justin during practice. No one was seriously injured. Alosi made headlines in 2010 when he was a coach with the Jets, caught on camera ripping a Miami Dolphins player.
UCLA, my son's first game.
Combs posted this video to YouTube 3 years ago, a proud first college.
I gotta rewind this dirty ass nigga, man. You trip this player now. See, y'all know everything has to come together. This nigga was the coach for New York Jets. New York Diddy. He a fucked up coach, obviously. If he on the sideline, his method of winning is trying to trick the player. Let's see this nigga in action, man. That's why I did his damn kettlebell. Stupid ass nigga.
Combs posted this video to YouTube 3 years ago, a proud dad at his son's first game. The head coach at UCLA said, "This is an unfortunate incident for all parties involved."
Now see, now that's another instant, y'all. Diddy went out there and cut up to the West Coast. Now I ain't gonna lie, somebody fuck with my son, though. I'll bust their across the head though too, but I don't know if I would have done it if he was a Division I college student. That's the only thing give me like this nigga grown, man. He finna go pro damn right, ain't it? Nigga, he a defensive back, nigga. He gonna have to try to stop niggas like Odell Beckham and shit. How you gonna do that, Diddy? But see, you know, Diddy probably had some type of understanding with this coach since he came from New York. You know what I'm saying? His son probably told him, look at her pops. I'm playing the perfect defense and I'm trying to tackle. I'm doing everything correctly. He won't get off my back. You know, that's how you gonna talk. Well, no, I ain't gonna lie. They don't talk like that, but I'm just assuming at that point, after he got his ass tore up and prepared to roast it. And you know what Puffy did, man. Private jet himself, man. Pull up, man. Why you telling my son, nigga? Man, kettlebell, nigga. That's why Diddy ain't new to this shit, man. Diddy been a criminal. Nigga, this nigga is retarded. It's 3 times this man deal. This what the industry. This is what the industry did to this nigga. Now, how about this time here, man? TMZ. Hold on. TMZ, man. Y'all some two folks to play the shit about Diddy now. They playing all the time. He done, well, really all look bad, though, I guess. But he ain't on the losing end or none of this shit now. This is when Jay Prince, man. Y'all know Jay Prince's son discovered Drake. Brought him to the table, little one out there. Y'all know the story. But Diddy put hands on Drake ass, man. I forgot the name of the beat. What's the name of that song they had? Depot did a song with Drake. Drake used the beat. Went on, man. I think the song went diamond by now. But they had the beat together for a minute, but Diddy didn't want to do nothing with it, so Drake dropped off of it, right? It ended up going in. So Diddy call him in the club, man. No, this is allegedly, but I know Charlie Man did an interview on Vlad back in the day and said, I know for sure Diddy smacked the shit out of Drake. I heard he put him in the hospital. I ain't gonna lie. They say Drake got put in the hospital fucking with the CEO bad boy, man. Now let's see who had to step in and take up for him, man. Jay Prince stepped in, man, and had to get the shit straight, but watch what Jay Prince had to put the message out like he dropped a diss song on goddamn it Diddy when he did this shit.
Yeah, these niggas in awaken a sleeping giant. So let me put these bullet niggas on notice by letting them know Drake is family. And the weak shit from Puffy and Suge is on my radar. First of all, Puffy put his hands on my open the doors for his family to be touched. You reap what you sow. And to Sugar Bear on Lil Wayne's nutsack, nigga, you know I ride Drake, so I accept any invitation you wanna bring. I'm your worst nightmare. By the way, Lil Wayne is a his manager is a drunk. A lawyer is a thief. So fuck all of them together. Disrespectful little punk. And to Baby and Slim, I will not allow it to stay on my track record. Cash Money took anything from and my son do right by me and pay penny due. I'm not gonna live grass with you niggas. If any of you clowns cross me or my family, bad news, gonna beat you home. I'm done talking.
Prime example, why when I heard people talking shit, I don't know about Jay Prince Jr., we talking about senior. They come on out, he did this, man. Look, you see how the man talking to them folks, very stern. He ain't gotta say nothing very fancy. He ain't gotta try to say nothing. He just talking like goddamn it. That nigga voice came in like Morgan Freeman voice on the movie. Excuse me, everybody. Thunder probably hit when he goddamn talk. So he checked everybody at one time. See, we'll have to run down that rabbit hole with Jay Prince one day. And I'm gonna show y'all how he can terrorize these bitches. This one time he terrorized now. But you won that fight, did it? You put him in the hospital. But you ain't gonna do shit to Jay Prince, man. So that's why Jay Prince did away with what he's doing. I don't know what he did. He got a lot of shit going on too, but another time now, y'all. Drake had to go get his stepdaddy, man. Jay Prince to help him now. He said, stepdaddy, hey, quit stepping on shit and come listen to me, man. Puffing and hitting my motherfucking mouth, fucking motherfucking beat, man. I tried to defend myself, but I didn't do good. He patted him on the back and said, I'm finna go drop this diss talk. Fuck a diss song. Y'all ever drop the diss talk? I'm finna go drop a diss talk on this nigga ass. You're like a diss talk? What's that? Jay Prince? I'm just finna go talk over a beat. Say what I mean, and they gonna listen good, damn it. And I guess they listen, because I ain't heard no more beef with them niggas. Now, it's 4 times. 4 times. Nah, man, we going to another one. I don't give a fuck, man. Now, come off of Mad, man. TDE Punch. Y'all know who TDE Punch is, man. With the TDE nigga, Kendrick Lamar. J. Cole did a song with him. I guess doing a song, J. Cole may said something that ruffled Diddy's FOs. And that nigga, y'all gonna hear what happened.
Adverse even to the fight with Puff and Cole.
Yeah?
For sure.
In what way?
So it was after the MTV Awards. So our whole thing was, all right, let's go out to the club. We never out to the club. But we, you know what I mean, we out here. The energy is up. Everybody, let's go. So Jay and Puff was doing a dinner that they usually do. So in this whole thing, it was packed like 70, 30 celebrities. So we come in there and I guess they spoke about it, so it's cool to say now. Puff and Cole was talking about the verse. Ended up getting into, I mean, a little back and forth. So when we come in, Cole and Kendrick was talking about, you know what I'm saying, the verse. You know what I mean? And then Puff came back over, argument sparked up again. So from there, they ended up getting in a whole scuffle in the club.
Between J. Cole and Puff?
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Again, they spoke about it, so.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
All right, did you see the scuffle?
Yeah, I was right there.
Who won? Take that.
You know who won? Emery won. Jay-Z guy.
Yeah, he broke it up.
Emery thought somebody was jumping on Jay. Pushed over there.
Yeah.
And he ended up grabbing Cole like, oh, it's Cole.
Oh, wow.
This is Puff Daddy in his prime, man. He probably was averaging 2-3 FOs a week at this time. His endurance was perfect for this battle. I guess J. Cole said some slick shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I've been hearing, every time I look at a situation with Puffy, man, Puffy is crazy as hell. So Puffy then beat J. Cole up. So I'm gonna tell y'all, he answered it. He said, who won the fight? That nigga said, take that, take that. So who created that saying? I have never saw J. Cole ever quote those words. So I'm taking it. Did this nigga whoop J. Cole? I know, I just know when he saw J. Cole and Drake, us knowing Diddy freak ass now. Y'all know he said them niggas are good. He like, oh, Drake, oh, how you doing, brother? He probably was the nicest chap ever when he saw them folks at first. Yeah, give them whatever they want, man. Put on my tab, man. Yeah, so what's up with, you know, he probably was glad when he found out that he couldn't touch him and do what he, you know what I'm saying, have his way with them young niggas in it. That's why they still here, because they had some more protectors, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole was jiggle, he had to leave him fucking alone. Drake, goddamn it, y'all heard who he with. Besides Lil Wayne and Baby them, he with the godfather of ganking niggas, man. Jay Prince Sr., man. This ain't no motherfucking game. So if you wonder about that, this. Look, Puffy freaky, y'all. I'm not saying Puffy is the freakiest CEO we have ever heard of. If you came out with a freaky Hall of Fame for entertainment, they probably would have Puffy statue in front of the building. Y'all know it. With his little veil on like a ninja, it's a statue, Puffy. Because he's the freakiest CEO created. They is spam. But is this nigga also the most ruthless one? This is what we just know about. They talking about he done whooped every girl he talked to with his low down ass. He done whooped niggas. He allegedly had something to do with Puff. With Big and Pac, and he was shit with the Jake nigga, Suge nigga down at Jermaine Dupri Club. Look, is he the most ruthless CEO also? And the freakiest? This nigga's a lab. He's a lab freak. They like, look, we're gonna make a nigga so fucking crazy, do something. They gonna think this nigga like this. Kid Cudi said it though, man. That man said when I met him, with his hand behind his back like a superhero avenger. Like, I need to talk to you. Man, this man, crazy. Look, I got one more look. We're gonna go into you. He did, but last one, I'm gonna show y'all why he a snake. See, snake, man, you gotta cut the head off the snake. He don't give a fuck. Fuck. He ain't on post like Snoop, nigga. Snoop, nigga, bigger hate Snoop, nigga. Dr. Dre was riding with Pop. Snoop riding with Pop. All this shit, y'all gotta understand why they say it's a quadruple back door. How they got Pac and Biggie, man. This ain't no fucking games. When I get to talking about this shit, I get a little excited and mad. Like, damn it, Puffy, you low down bitch. You left us with Snoop stellar-ass bars to rap. That's all we got. Oh, look. All the good rappers gone. It started then. They're like, look, kick with the sidekick nigga. He can rap a little bit, but really he ain't shit. He gonna ride, he gonna set him up. We gonna do what we do. Cause what would this punk ass nigga say, man? Right here, though. What would Puffy say to the crowd?
You feel me? What you're supposed to be, no doubt. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you've known me for a long time. And I just want to thank y'all for coming out. As soon as I called these brothers, they was like, we there. They understood the importance of this show for hip-hop. The importance of doing this show in LA on the last day with Bad Boy. I want y'all to be very clear. When all that bullshit and everything was going on, these two brothers was calling me and I was calling them. And we always been friends. That's always been my hero as a producer.
Hey man, did y'all hear what this man said to all my Tupac fan followers from back and then got back up on this rabbit hole and this shit throughout the years? Did y'all hear this nigga? That's what I'm saying, see. This shit ain't what it supposed to be. Everything ain't what it's saying. We're gonna rewind that little portion of this video so we can hear it again. That man said throughout all of that East and West Coast stuff. Now, y'all know what happened throughout all of it, right? Y'all know Biggie died, right? Y'all know Pac died, right? Y'all know other folk got beat up, drinking, pissing shit. Y'all know a lot of shit went on. He said throughout all that, these niggas was still calling me and my friend. Let's listen to this nigga again. In the plain sight, y'all gotta listen to the pictures and the words they say.
Producer, this has been one of my best friends. I can't even talk about him as an artist. He's so great. One of my best friends, Snoop Dogg, and I thank y'all for coming out. And Dre, I got so much love and respect for you. LA, thank you very much for producing these two giants of hip hop.
Hold on, I ain't gonna.
And I thank y'all for coming out. And Dre, I got so much love and respect for you. LA.
Oh, brother, sorry, he ain't getting no boy. Fuck that nigga.
And this has been one of my best friends. I can't even talk about him as an artist. He's so great. One of my best friends, Snoop Dogg. And I thank y'all for coming out. And Dre, I got so much love and respect for you. LA, thank you.
They won't say it.
Hero producer. And this has been all that shit and everything was going on. These two brothers was calling me and calling them. And we always been friends. Always.
We have the biggest song was a hard rapper or Pac had a song. That's how they should have started their mixtape, man. He said, look, man, my folk was set up by some punk ass, low down, backstabbing bitches. Cause all them niggas on stage, man, I mean, nobody no good, man. Y'all like Snoop, whatever, Snoop, he all right, I get, man, but when I get to looking at his words about Pac, nigga, you was around Pac for 10 months, nigga. And out of 10 of them months, you ain't like him 7 months. So your Pac story should be small. When they do the Pac little tribute shows and stuff, why this nigga on there talking? That brief amount of time he spent with Tupac, man. And you up here saying you the best friends of a nigga that he hated, nigga. He hated Pac Biggie and goddamn it, Puffy. He said, nigga, fuck Puffy mama, nigga. I know y'all like, what he talking about? The nigga gonna hit him up, nigga, fuck you and your mama. He talking about, nigga, Janice Cone, nigga, what he talking about? He knew her. He know she with the shit, nigga. And you over there, now you on stage after Pac and been dead 30 years. Shaking this nigga hand, man. We talking about y'all been best friends throughout all love, man. If y'all think this shit's great, man, y'all brain fucked up, man. That's just my opinion, man. Now you can't do it now. I don't know, man. It just foul shit need to get addressed, man. Them niggas calling the cut check getting endorsement. I don't know what they doing with their money, who they help. I don't care about it. Y'all cross Pac out, y'all cross Big out. Now look at y'all standing up there like the three amigos. The pop shaking gangsters. Now we gonna go into what he like to do though. Now the industry man cut though. Now I ain't gonna lie. Diddy y'all, you asked me I penetrate rules on the street, man. The same rule in the penitentiary. That what Diddy is living with on the street. They think about you go in jail, you ain't got nothing, you ain't got no money, nothing, and Big Bruno waiting on you to hit the call. Hey, come here, man, you ain't got nothing, and give you everything you want. Yeah, hold that for me. You come back and add for it, you ain't got it. What you gonna have to give up, nigga? Same shit Diddy saying on the street. But he gonna give it to you, nigga, and he know you gonna get it back, because he gonna make sure you make it back, because he gonna help you make it back. But when you might not pay the paper good enough, man. It ain't gonna be good enough for him anyway. It ain't never good enough. He gonna try to push it to the. You heard what T-Pain said, man. Get to trying to push you and do shit that you ain't. What things, T-Pain? That's why, look, you know what I'm saying? Auto-tune, look. All that shit is crazy, man. I'm gonna run through a list of artists who collaborated with Diddy, or was close with Diddy, and their life ain't shit for a minute. It's like they went crazy. Now we're gonna go to their level, man. It's some nasty, fucked up shit. Y'all bunch of too, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoever had a wife or a guy in love with a dude together, y'all might not want to watch this shit. It might trigger some shit. Some shit made for. Sold this book on the back page. This book couldn't even be sold in a real novel store. If they write this book, got to be sold on the back page. The ear rubber. Because you do the audio part, you need an ear rubber. This had come with a condom made for your ear. This shit so nasty. He got Broham off Jamie Foxx. This nigga here. Broham. I'm calling him Broham, man. AKA the Punisher. Said, man, he finna tell her what's going on, man. We're gonna listen about this like half of it, man. Shout out to my guy, man, Prophet Moses. He chopped it up. You know, I ain't gonna listen to all, I ain't gonna do my boy Cam like that, man. I'm gonna let Cam get shine on that hoe. We're gonna listen to this shit and see, man, that this nasty shit limit. It ain't no limit, man. Damn it. It ain't no limit, man. Cause we finna hit.
Well, let's say first time, where did these events usually happen at? Puff's house, Cassie's house, hotel, like where did these events happen at?
I was super high-end hotels.
Gotcha.
So I remember it was the Trump Tower, Essex House, the London Hotel, the Gramercy Hotel. It was another hotel, Central Park West. I don't know, I don't remember the name, but they were all along the lines of super high-end, super suites. One of the suites, man, in the London Hotel, it was so crazy when I got out of it. I Googled it, and it was like $30K a night, yo.
Wow.
I never seen nothing like this in my life, man. The hotel room looked like, you know that scene in the Titanic when they walk in that ballroom and the stairway well comes down?
Right.
Like the hotel room was crazy, man.
How often did they call or book you?
Like I said in my test, I can't remember the exact amount of time. So I estimated between 8 and 12 times, but it would be like every few months, but it would be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I would come Friday
right
night,
there, man.
come back.
He said, hear the time schedule and the increments of they were getting together, man. Started slowly and started needing more and more and more. It's gonna get more graphic, so this is a trigger warning. Just warning you, man, you know what I'm saying? And all this is allegedly, even though he got his Broham looking ass on stand, nigga would allow him to stand, man, but this shit is so whatever. Ugh. I don't know if niggas gonna tell them to be alive.
Saturday night, then come Sunday, and I might not be called for 3-4 months, and then they'll just pop up. So at the time, I thought they lived out of town. You know, they would. She would call me from a Cali number. Assumed they were out of state, and she basically said, "Yo, can I hit you when we're in town?"
Right.
But it would be multiple nights in a row, but months in between.
Right. And some of these questions that I asked you may seem, Peter, because you've been asked these same questions. I just want, you know, we have a different audience from with the interviews you've done, and some people may not know the trial or what's happening. So some of these questions, I don't want to seem like it's redundant if you answer them 100 times. So I was reading that in the beginning, you didn't even know what was going on, that it was even Puff was participating. Could you explain your first time going to one of these events?
Yeah, Yeah, so like I really believe they were a married couple. Like when I got there, I didn't recognize Cassie.
Right.
Like I saw her face, she looked familiar, but honestly, when I saw her, I thought she was good.
Right.
Like if I was gonna pin, I was like, yo, I think this is Megan Good. But then when I looked on the Google, Megan Good was much thicker. So I couldn't really figure it out. So, and then when she said her husband, when Puff walks out to finally, do his voyage.
So hold on real quick. It didn't start with Puff in the room.
Nah, it never started with him in the room.
Okay.
It would only be me and her, and she said at some point her husband's gonna walk in, and I'm not supposed to acknowledge him, act like he's not even in the room. So we'll be like on the couch, let's say on one end of the room, and then like on the far room, it'll be like a table with a chair, and eventually he'll come in the room and like sit in the area, of course, the room, like watching, and we act like he's not there.
How often, pardon me, not how often, how long did it take until you realized that it was Diddy?
Bro, like, I want to say like over a year.
Get the fuck out of here. A whole year? Why? So let me, how long, okay, let's, I want to stick to that for a second, but how long did it was Cassie?
So the minute I found out it was Diddy, that's when I knew it was Cassie.
So it's a year for you to find out for Cassie as well?
Yeah, yo,
Okay.
I didn't recognize it. Like when I jumped out of it, I did try to do the Google searches. Like I wanted to try to figure out who it was, but I'm Googling a married couple.
Right.
So every result I'm getting is not leading me to the right places because they're not married.
Got you.
So then, and I never found out with a visual cue. It was a hotel, the ex's house, and I would get there, let's say 2 a.m, and sometimes nothing with powers. So in this case, they threw me in like an extra room in the suite, and just to kill time, I happened to cut on the TV, and the TV had a welcome message. So the TV said, ex's house would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I have no idea.
So that's how you found.
Point, y'all. What y'all think my boy right there did? That man probably spin, move, and moonwalk like Michael Jackson when he saw that screen. Like, hee hee. So you been in there. You was in there, what, a year? Having sex with Sean Peter, Public Home, main interest. Every other whatever time they would have him. And he didn't know what Puff, man. This some crazy shit right here, y'all.
That it would, and Diddy by seeing the introduction on the television. Wow.
And on the TV.
Wow. I've seen also transcripts that you would say that it was just a sex scene in the beginning. Nothing, no intercourse. How long until you had actual intercourse? What was happening in the first few sessions when it wasn't any intercourse?
Nah, it was only the first session where it wasn't intercourse.
Okay, so 10 was on that intercourse the first time.
The first time. And it was offered, but I was so bugged out. Like.
So basically, man, also, Puff is coming there like a freaky ghost, man. Ain't nobody never said they been hunted by a freaky ghost. He come in the room, don't even hunt me, man. I'm just gonna come in, y'all keep doing what you doing. Act like I'm invisible. How, Puffy? You coming in there like a ninja. Ass naked with a motherfucking New York fitted on, son. Boy, your imagination wide open, man. You, what? That nigga came about a fairy tale novel, man. This man crazy motherfucker.
This wasn't my hustle. Right? So this is a married couple and they want to do some voyeur sexy scene. So we did the set up on the couches, the baby all rub down or whatever. And then at some point, Puff jumped up. I didn't know it was him. He left the room. She left the room to talk to him, and she came back like, yo, that was perfect. We happy. We good. And then she said to me, yo, do you want to finish? Meaning, you know, I guess, do I want to bust a nut? I'm saying, and my first example, you know, I'm trying to be professional. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, if y'all good, I'm good. This ain't about me. And I just left, you know, but she did say, all right, well, when we get back in town, we want to hit you again. Is it open? Like, yeah, I just got $2K to rub down like a super bad chick. So I'm not, of course I'm down if you want to hit me back. But it was offered to me the first time and I actually turned it down, yo. Trying to be on some professional.
Was baby oil mandatory?
Mandatory, yo.
Yeah, a baby oil, that shit's mandatory. I seen all.
Agree, man. Cameron questioning, asking off the chain. That man said, look, baby, no oil necessary. This man got some real. This nigga went into his handbook of tricks. Cameron ain't look. Let me go on and think of a man of a freaky CEO nigga. They got everything in the chips of their hand. What would he be doing? This man nasty as the motherfucker. He's like, yeah. He too happy. Look at him. Bro Ham. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Jamie Foxx show. Go look it up. You don't know. Look at Bro Ham, man.
Transcripts that you said it was just supposed to be like sexy scene, meaning that Puff would tell you to move the candles a certain way or tell her to move the candles a certain way for lighting purposes for his visual. Did you explain that?
Yeah, so like when I first got in there, she made it clear that this was a scene we were setting up for her husband.
Okay.
So, you know, it was like couches, all the furniture in the suite was covered in sheets. Like everything was covered in sheets. So it was like a single chair across from like a big sofa. And we were supposed to sit on there and kind of, I supposed to put oil on myself. She supposed to dame. And then at some point we rub it on each other. And we doing little like masturbating. I'm masturbating, she's masturbating. But you could tell it was an act.
Right.
Like we're like in character, like one of them corny Cinemax movies. You know what I'm saying? Like the sex scene in the little Cinemax movies. So we're trying to make it look like the part, you know? And then he would give subtle cues because he's across the room and the room's dark, everything's candle lit. And he'll say like, yo, move a little bit. Yo, move the candle. I can't really see, or move the body. And he would never talk to me. One word to me, only her. And if it's instructions for me, it goes to her and she tells me. So it was like a real scripted kind of routine. It went like that every single time.
So he was basically orchestrating a sex scene without directly talking to you, but telling her certain things.
Exactly.
Crazy. I seen also in the transcript, or I actually heard you talk about this, that Puff will have the Muslim mask on and be naked from the neck down. What was that like? Pause.
Bro, that was shit ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's already weird knowing like a dude's coming in the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But you know, I'm messing with the chick and
hey man, y'all can hear good as hell. That's what he said. That man said Puffy coming in that hole butt naked with the ninja veil over his face. Talking about don't pay me no attention, playboy. Skilling the bed like a shark. Y'all saw a nigga on a boat or in the water, like they go to shark, they be skilling around for to get there. That's how he going around the bed, but like don't pay me no attention. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. This man here is crazy. Let me wind that little bit. We gotta hear that part again, Puffy. See, that's that outer space Puffy life. He living.
Only to her and goes to her and she tells me. So it was like a real scripted kind of routine and it really went like that every single time.
So he was basically orchestrating a sex scene without directly talking to you, but telling her certain things.
Exactly.
Wow. Crazy. I seen also in the transcript, or I actually heard I heard you about this. That people have the Muslim mask on and be naked from the neck down. What was that like? Pause.
Bro, that was like the weirdest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already weird knowing like a dude coming in the room, you know? But, you know, I'm met with the chick, and mind you, I'm seeing all this peripheral.
Right.
So it's extra crazy because it's not straight on. So it's at the corner of my eye. I'm like, yo, this dude got on like a veil, and he's half the time he's beating off and he's walking side to side. So it was definitely a difficult space to try to be in. But I ain't no front, bro. At the time, I'm greedy. I want this bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the scenario, and I'm trying to make it work. But it was tough, man. It was tough.
It was just a veil. Somebody told me he had a Yankee fitted over the veil. Everything was just covering the face. Super duper pause and naked from the neck down every single time?
Every single time, man. So that's a little construed, right?
Oh, shut up, y'all. Y'all. It's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all hear Broham said Diddy is popping up in the room. Poof. I'm talking about making an entry, but don't look at me. With a New York fitted over his veil, asshole naked. Pulling up his chair like he finna watch the Wednesday afternoon matinee movie. If this ain't the most freaking shit, this nigga here, man.
It was a period, like the ones the Muslim women wear, so you don't see anything but the eyes. But I think at some point after like the year and change, and it was a while, he wore the veil for a minute.
Right.
I think they might have figured out, I saw the TV, and at some point he just changed to a Yankee fitted. So at some point he dropped the veil, and I guess he knew, maybe he saw it on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I probably left it, and I guess he figured out, homie figured it out. So he stopped wearing the veil, and he would just like rock a fit.
Right. I also seen that you say when you and her were doing what you guys were doing, he would be pacing back and forth with a bottle of Glide.
Yeah, man. Every time, you know, it was obviously something he was into in terms of visually watching this. So
what was being done with that Glide though? Cool.
I guess he's using it as lubricant to be off. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know, he's pleasuring himself during the action. So I'm obviously he's using that for lube.
Do you consider Puff a cuckold?
Yeah, the whole time. That's what I thought it was.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It's because you keep using the word voyeur. This is cuckold activity.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, we're going to step it up to cuckold.
Yeah. So I'm saying voyeur because that's what she said to me.
Right.
Like when I came in.
You know why? Because you know what? Because voyeur don't seem as bad as cuckold. So they downplay it with the, I'm just a voyeur. Nah, you was an official cuckold, nigga. Because voyeur can mean you watching anybody, not your girl. Cuckold is when your girl is in play. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's sound cuckoldish, man. Did Puff ever participate?
Nah, man. Nah, he stayed across the room. Like I said in my testimony, the closest he got to actual action, like it was one time, all this stuff, almost everything happened in the living room, but it was.
Cam, like, I had no idea this conversation was gonna make the whole staff lose their appetite, man. Niggas have been out with Diddy, popping bottles. He like, Playboy, go on, take that with your Playboy. You thinking he's just the smoothest, coolest nigga in the industry. The whole time, he is gliding, man. He putting on lubricant. He is gliding. Whatever he just said, damn it, he also glide on their ass. You just heard what Wayne said. Them astronauts. He astronaut, man. he want your ass or not. Nigga. He an astronaut, man. Wayne said it, man. He just agreed with Wayne. Like, hey, look, I like that Playboy. Now you got Broham / Reggie Miller reminiscing like he enjoyed the time doing it. Like he's still looking for employment. Like, I am still looking. Damn it. Get up with me.
There was one specific one where me and her. So in the bedroom, he's in a closer proximity because he's walking around the bed. And at some point, like almost at like the strip club, he took like a stack of hundreds and just threw it on the bed while we was while me and her was having sex. And we both was like, what's going on? And he just was like, nah, I'm it. And you know, we just kept doing what we was doing.
Right. So the nigga basically, pardon me, I'm gathering information as we talk. Y'all in bed, he's circling the room, takes out stack of hundred, just throw it on the bed.
Throw it on the bed.
Wow. It's crazy. Sorry about that. I was just thinking, what was the most money you made doing this with them?
Every single time I came, it was $1,200 to $2,000. But like I said, sometimes I could come to.
Understand them words. That nigga extra nasty. Every time I came, pause. He don't mean came over. He mean literally every time I came. Damn it, 2,000. Puffy was tricking. He was tricking to the Punisher. He took tricking to a whole nother weird level. What are you doing, Puff? Man, it's crazy.
3 days in a row.
So
it'd be 1,200, 2,000, 1,200 for that. You know what I'm saying?
For that session.
3 days. Yeah, exactly.
Got you. And it will last 2-3 days?
Yeah, 2-3 days, but not straight. Like a few hours, I'll go home, you'll come back again. A few hours, I'll go home, come back again. You know?
That nigga's on time. That nigga's on clockwork. That's a wild nigga, man. I also seen that you say Cassie said she felt comfortable with you. Did you take that as she liked you?
Not really. I knew clear, man, this was something we were setting up for her dude, right? At the time, I'm thinking her husband, because she said this to me the very first encounter, right? So I didn't think it was a personable she's into, but obviously if this is something that has to be done based on their sexual fetish, well, she's gonna do it with somebody. All right, I'm comfortable with this dude. You know?
Right.
So I always took it as however the vibe is, however things went, it worked for her. That's why she said, I want to call you back, you know?
Got you. Did Puff ever appear jealous while you guys were having intercourse or participating with each other?
Not at all, man. Not at all. It's good to go. Like I told you, the focus was making.
See, man, at this point, man, it seemed like Cassie, it was his girl. I guess he called her that, but what they even having sex on the regular? It seemed like she just was like a little close and personal or live and HD porn star, man. You got her calling dude, you like, go on and drill her. Drill her. Throw the money on the stack, man. I like that shit. This man living real life in this world fairy tale.
He got the right, you know, put more baby oil on. Like he was into it from an enjoyment standpoint.
So, but you saying he never was jealous. Cassie ever reached out to you without Puff?
Nah, it was strictly business. And honestly, man, I wasn't even trying to play that, you know, get caught up in some type of fantasy. I know one of the other dudes got caught up in some fantasy of they could be together. I knew what it was, man. Like,
right.
she with a dude in $30,000 a night suites. Like I move, I can pull it off with chicks, but you know, that's a tough act to follow. You know what I'm saying? So I saw it as an opportunity, man, and I was just trying to come through to, you know, come up whatever way I could with that easy money, how I saw it.
Yeah, I ain't knocking my nigga. How was that pussy though?
I mean, bro, even if it was fire.
Bro, was the pussy good for family? Let's stop the political shit. We was Harlem time, my nigga. You 39th Street on 40th. Was the pussy? How was that pussy, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I couldn't get there, bro.
Okay.
Like I got a dude pacing back and forth, beating his joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My peripherals, my spider senses is wilding. You know what I'm saying? And
you got shut your line, nigga, lips up. Nigga using that motherfucker. Look, he happy. Look how he looking. He like, man, I told Cassie ass. After all, I can't say it on camera. Cam, I don't give a damn. I'm after how that pussy was. Look how Cam sitting there looking. Then he got, I'm told you, his question asking off the chain.
Especially when I found out it was Puff. When I found out it was Puff, it got all the way worse. If you grew up in Harlem, if you grew up in I can't validate it, but everybody knows, right? There's rumors that he could be, you know, interested in dudes. So the whole time I'm semi-paranoid. Like I wrote in my book, bro, for real. I got a hearing problem.
Right.
And sometimes when he would give her directions, I would hear like something completely different. Like he'll say, yo, I like the position you in, and I'm like, yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him? Like, hearing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing.
Can we get a 5-second moment of silence? Just 5 seconds, y'all. You gotta sink into my brain thoughts like this nigga though. Just 5 seconds, y'all. All right, I'm ready to hit play now.
Like, yo, hold on.
So basically, you never could get comfortable because. So let's just be clear and get the elephant out for the audience. You're not gay, you're saying?
Absolutely not.
So therefore, you're saying that already, just to put everything into perspective, that you're there for this chicken to get this money. You don't know it's Puff this whole time. So you already thinking like, okay, this nigga's being weird, whoever it is, and I gotta keep an eye out for him because we don't know what type, in case he wanna mad, if he wanna join. I'm not with none of that. I'm here to bone your bitch, like paid me to do, and stay the fuck out of it. But what you're saying is the paranoia intensified once you found out it was Puff, and you like, oh, hold on, now this shit done got to 10, because not only am I fucking this nigga girl, but it's Puff. So now you saying you hearing shit that you wasn't hearing, and now you can't really enjoy the pussy like you want to enjoy it. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Like I'm not intimately connected, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't think I got a real erection the entire time.
Right.
Like I was loading up on any pill thing that I could take just to get there because I could not connect.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It was too paranoid, it was official paranoid, bro. Like, because I'm not used to being in that situation, and then his homie got on the veil and butt naked, and then like I said, I find out it's Puff, and then it's the rumors. So real talk, I'm like, yo, I don't want this to go left.
Right.
So,
well, listen, man, we gonna get you some pink horsepower because it don't matter what the situation is. That joint work. We gonna, you from the block. We'll send you a case up there. Nah, you already, nigga. That ain't about nothing.
Question I gotta ask: do y'all think that he's gay or go both ways? If he was indulging in those activities, is he gay for pay? It's sort of kind of like me, because if this man hovering over the bed like a real vulture, and y'all in there getting it on, and he on there, take that. Yeah, stop, pause, hold up. let me change the light. He directed that motherfucker like he Hype William. Shit, what are you?
Did you go raw ever?
Yo, bro, yeah, for real, bro. That same day when he threw the stack of hundreds,
right?
Like that was like we were on the bed and you know I started out, you know, I'm eating a box, right, and after you would tell it was like some excitement, some connection. So when I pop up, she's
whole thing. Now, all the drugs he was consuming, he probably got high. They might say I was eating a box, a drug box, man, from what I have heard from the courts.
Scooting towards me for the operation, and she kind of looked at him, and he was like, yo, go ahead, have a good time. And I was wild reckless. I just,
right.
It was what it was.
So it's only one time you went raw, you repeatedly went.
That was, let's say that was the 4th time, and then it was every time to the last time.
Got you. Gotta go raw sometime. Gotta go raw and Cassie and be like that, my nigga. Some of my co-hosts, they got a couple questions for you, but I got one more question before they ask you a couple questions. We hear about 50's baby mom, Daphne, being involved in some of these things. Did you ever fuck Daphne, 50 Cent's baby mother?
Nah, every time I was older involved in any way, it was only Cassie specifically.
All right, cool, man. Hey, yo, my man Larry, Sheree, you got a question for him? We get ready to wrap this up. Sheree, you've been great, man, and thank you for participating. A couple questions out of here. And also, we want to talk about your book before you go as well.
I appreciate it.
Yo, what's good, fam? So my question is, you said on the first night, that she asked you if you wanted to continue, and you said no. So I'm asking is, she wanted to continue. Was Puff there? So did she want to do it without Puff?
So when she came in the room, when she came back in the room and asked me, her actual words was, do you want to finish, right? So I found out later, finish meant me busting a nut.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So she...
Puff would have heard that he would came back in the room just like a Los Angeles Lakers showgirl, man. If he would have heard that, he would have been cheering on. Finish him. Damn it. Mortal Kombat. Damn it, go ahead. Puffy couldn't have heard that question because I know he would have came back in with a pump on, man.
Offered, like I said, I just turned down. And if I'm getting 100, part of the reason why I turned it down is because I'm to get my joint up and hold an erection anyway, because I was homie got on the veil. I don't know who it is. He's pacing back and forth. So I couldn't get in that zone anyway. So I turned it down. You know, obviously I'm trying to be professional or whatever, but at the same time, I don't think I could have finished if I wanted to.
But he wasn't in the room with you anymore.
He wasn't, but what I would assume what would have happened was she would have said, do I want to? And if I would have started, he would have walked back in.
All right, then I got two more. So the other one was when he threw a stack of money on you, were you able to keep that money? Was that the most money that he threw on you? Was that like, well, you said it was a stack of hundreds, like how like you said earlier, 2,000. Was it more than that, or was that the 1,200 or 2,000? Because when I think of a stack, I think of like 5,000, 10,000.
Nah, it wasn't a stack. It was, I believe it was 2,000. And honestly, I thought that was a day I was gonna really make a lot of bread, because the 2,000 got thrown on the bed, was put to the side. As soon as we finished, it was handed to me. So I was hoping then she was gonna come, because he would come at the end of the night and pay me again, and that'd be an additional money. But that 2,000 ended up just being the money I got. So it wasn't like a super payday of a session. So I just pretty much got my money in advance, you know.
I got you. My last question is, when all this kind of came about, you know, there's this history now of Puff being really violent. Were you scared to testify? Are you scared of retribution? Are you like was that an issue for you to go testify?
Yeah, I mean, it's something you have to consider, right? But look, what I understand is the details of what went on. Obviously, they're going to be embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? In terms of what happened in those encounters, and you know, I got to testify to what happened. But the truth of the matter is, I don't feel like I was biased or let's say, threw him under the bus, right? You know, none of my testimony is saying she was abused, like you know, there was aggression, there was, it was not consented. You know what I'm saying? She was under the influence of the drugs.
I'm assuming that they was in the same city. So if he's on the stand saying what he was doing with them and Puffy was paying them, I don't know if that's a charge. I think you really have to travel across state lines or whatever to get sex trafficking, because if you're in the same city, you ain't trafficking.
Everything seemed in the right mind. Everybody seemed cool. All my communications and everything with her was on point. So honestly, I thought me testifying my actual facts actually probably benefited to the defense. To this day, I'm still not exactly sure why the prosecutor wanted me to testify. So I felt like as long as I go up there and say exactly what happened, again, it's going to be an embarrassing element to it. But I don't think I don't think my testimony seemed biased, as if I was trying to do anything other than telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Not like framing things, you know what I'm saying, to go out of my way to put them in a bad light or put anybody in a light other than what the facts were.
Cool. And my other co-host, PT, got a couple questions?
Yeah, what's going on, family? When she first told you in your first encounter, when she hit you and she told you it was for her husband, as you progressed and kept going with her after these dates, at any point did you think she enjoyed it as well as Puff or more than Puff?
So only one time where I testified to it also, where it was clear to me that I thought she enjoyed it, and that was the first time we were at Raw and he threw the money and stuff like that. You know, we fellas, we mess with chicks, you know the mannerisms when it's a connection.
This statement, man, he was just saying, I ain't think I had no chance with her. That man in there drilling Cassie, man. That man, like, it was a real connection. You know what fellas know. Y'all remember this nigga said, man, yeah, man, he really won. We just was in there playing the role. Y'all know he went back and told his little partner, man, y'all won't believe who I be in there with. You want something strange for a little change, y'all won't believe.
And when it's not. So, but I could say that's the only time it was overtly, I thought, and this is my perspective, that she was enjoying it. The other times, it was clear it was acting. We were putting on a show. Not that she wasted it, but you know, I'm not gonna like go on no ego trip like, oh, she was loving it, she was loving me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get those vibes. We were putting on a show.
All right, second question. When he gave y'all the permission to go Raw the first time, right? Because you said it continued after that. Once you started going Raw repetitively, did he give you instructions where you had to nut at or you came in there?
Yeah, so I didn't get the instructions from him, but it was instructions from her, like specifically. Every time I nutted, I had to nut in or around the outside of her box. Like, so on her clit, on the lips, everything, and to that degree, the outside of her. And that was
5 seconds, a moment of silence, man. This shit super nasty. Man, pulling out, man, and just going berserk everywhere by the box, man. Diddy sitting there like, go ahead, man. 5 seconds, man. Let's continue.
Clockwork. It had to be done like that every single time. And actually, it was kind of mandatory. Like the session could not be over unless I nutted, and I had to nut on the outside of her vagina. Like,
you couldn't leave until that happened?
Yeah, that was like mandatory. Though. It was like
So
that gotta happen for the session to be over.
And those instructions that she gave you from him, or they was from both of them, or just her?
I mean, like I said, I only ever spoke to her, so instructions came from her.
Okay.
Good. Y'all good? Yo, Ray, man. So before we get you out of here, tell us a little bit about the book.
Yeah, so my book came up in the trial because I.
Now, man. No, it was a lot, y'all. We talking about the freakiest nigga in hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? P. Diddy, man. And after hearing the statements from one of the most contacted, liked ESCOURT, I guess they liked him. Evidently, if they goddamn it, calling him back like that now. I guess we don't have to speculate now. To all the people, man, let me bring him down, man. Bring me up, man. Now y'all gotta understand, man. So, to all the people throughout the years, man, who been talking about Diddy now, we heard all these speculations. We heard Diddy. Now, show y'all why I think Diddy might be a victim, man. I ain't saying he ain't wrong, but I'm saying that Cassie is getting a pass from the media and the world of being a victim. I'm not saying she's not a victim, but if we gonna say she victim, don't y'all think we should say Diddy a victim? Whatever he's doing, somebody talking to the advantage of him. Only difference between her and him, he became a billionaire doing the dirty tactics he learned, and she didn't. She had to follow up somebody else's wing and still, she ain't never did her 1-2 step to go up that ladder. Diddy, on the other hand, I guess he got already had an evenness in him to embrace it so well, executed perfectly. He executed it in the black man move perfectly, man. That's how he didn't get so goddamn rich, man. Do all this shit, man. From the famous people over there in Paris, Clyde Davis, Quincy Jones and them, man. Demi Iovine and them, man. Russell Simmons and them, man. Folk will make you do some weird shit from what I've read and heard to get way up on that ladder of success in hip hop. And I repeat, man, go look at D. Brad. D. Brad. Remember that name, D. Brad. The executive, BT, photographer, whatever you want. D. Brad, he said it, man. The urban community, the hip hop community, we inherited, got taught. Well, the people at the top of our community got taught this low down there shit from the industry that was here before rap was created. Yeah, the rap didn't start music. Came along after music was on a long time. Niggas might have been rapping and tap dancing and shit, but they found that it was very lucrative. They found they puppets and they did what they did. Taught them the 1-2 step, showed them how to start these niggas and make niggas go and do shit they don't want to do so they can have it over their head. Now you like a puppet master, the ringleader. He the ringleader now. He say he the ringleader, and he got every blog and all type of shit in front of the courthouse every day. Everybody on YouTube talking about him still. His plan working out perfectly, man. Go look at the Joker character, man. That's Diddy. He dressed up like him. He got the Joker characteristics. The Joker didn't have sex and shit. I think they say it was a asexual or something. They got to do with he don't have sex. Damn it, he ain't got no sexuality. He just look at sex and do what they do, man. That's the way Batman, Tupac, man. Y'all gotta go on thing. This shit go real deep, but y'all tell me, man. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel. My opinion. It's just my opinion. I ain't saying did it right. I'm never gonna say this right. You ain't supposed to do no one like that. You ain't supposed to do nobody like that, man. If you gotta do somebody like that, I mean, you know where your destination probably gonna be after you leave her physically, but I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, this hell on earth, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I would have go up and live on her and go through hell. If I don't do what I gotta do, I get this help. But oh man, y'all tell me what y'all think about the dealer, man, in the ownership interview with Cam, man. I know there was some nasty shit back then, but the truth nasty. I get got to hear some nasty shit, man. Y'all hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It's the one hip hop. Y'all was just in the last breakdown session, man.